Hey, it's me, Baddhan here for Sabras Radio. We are live backstage at the Leicester Mela 2018, and with me you can see this Chepurka Jawan Gabru. I'm talking about Jagtar Dulai, who is going to be on stage today, one of our headline acts. Jagtar, really good to see you back here.
Very good to see how you doing.
I'm doing really well, thank you. Yeah, doing really well. Good. Now, there's something about the Leicester crowd that keeps bringing you back. I mean, this is not the first time you've been here.
Yeah,
it's a homecoming for you.
Yeah, so it was around 2 years ago I came, and I loved it, every single minute of it. I mean, they were really showing me a lot of energy, clapping along, singing along, and you know, that was like right at the beginning of my career. So like I was a nobody, still am a nobody, but you know, for them to show me that much love and affection, that was great for me. It just filled me with motivation.
So, I mean, things have changed dramatically for you. I mean, you're saying you're a nobody. I don't think you are, because there's a lot of people that give you that kind of love, and I don't think anyone else would just get that kind of love like that. But there's something that you've done in the last 2 years that you're getting that kind of love. So, you know, how do you feel in terms of the journey that you've kind of come to?
It's been a long journey. It's been a difficult journey as well, mentally, in terms of trying to focus on why you're doing it. But now, you know, I'm in a good state where I know why I'm doing music. I'm doing it because I love creating music, I love performing music, and that is the only thing that I'm focusing on right now, is just trying to make the best music possible, not trying to follow the trends, just trying to do what I want to do, and just seeing where it takes me.
That's awesome. Yeah. And performing on stage, I mean, that must give you that kind of adrenaline rush, right? Like recording a song in a studio where there's no one else around, but doing it on stage is something different.
Yeah, it can be quite difficult to get that energy in the studio, but when you're on stage, you know, you just feed off the energy that everybody else is giving you, and it's a lot easier to you know, get the energy going when it's like that. So I'm very lucky to get that sort of feedback.
And what about the Leicester crowd?
Them especially. I mean, I've performed at other Mela before, but for some reason here, they're always just so energetic and they're so happy, and you can see it in their expressions when they're looking at you and stuff. So you know, it's a great feeling being on stage when it's like that.
So you'll be on stage in a few minutes. Now tell us what you got coming up.
So we've got a new single coming out next month. That's with Bloodline Music, and that's a sort of summery Spanish vibe feel, and we've got a great dancer actress who's from Bollywood called Scarlett Wilson, who's going to be in the video as well. So yeah, that's something to look forward to, and loads of other projects in the pipeline. But what I'll be performing today is Sadi Raat that I did with The Prophecy, Aja Kuriye, and the upcoming track as well.
So the new single, you're saying it's got a nice Spanish vibe to it. It's a kind of like a way forward now, isn't it? These days where there's this kind of crossover between genres. Yeah. What's your kind of take on that?
I think because me being from a younger generation as well, it's important for people like me to actually try and target my generation and younger that are listening to these sort of sounds and beats, because otherwise we're at a risk that we would just completely lose them. They won't be listening to our music, and I think it's up to young artists like me to actually keep them interested. Obviously India are doing a great job, but I feel like we, being brought up in this Western culture, can actually give that authentic vibe in terms of that sort of sound. So, and
also, I mean, in terms of the way that Punjabi music is kind of being perceived these days, I mean, featuring on like every kind of Bollywood soundtrack, it's a big thing, isn't it? It can get that platform.
So. I mean, before they didn't really look at us or even take Punjabi music into consideration, but now I feel like every film that's coming out, they're always having a Punjabi main, you know, song in there. So which is good, and it's you said it's motivating for me. You know, one day, hopefully, if I keep going and working hard, that could be me one day.
That's awesome. So you're gonna be on stage in a few minutes.